Today I'm going to introduce you to the LabQuest2, and it's basically a data interface that collects data live, and it does all kinds of fancy statistical analysis, and there's all kinds of features where you can connect to wireless devices and so on. But what I'm going to show you today is just basically you get it and how to get started measuring right away. So that's pretty simple. There's just one button right here. It's the power button, and you press it, and I'll take you to the screen, and you go home so you can show you. You're basically going to the LabQuest app. You hit that, and when you get there, there's three screens that you're going to be focusing on. You're going to be focused on the meter screen right here, the graph screen, and the data screen. So let me show you how it works. Today we're going to look at the conductivity probe. So the probes are plugged in on this side, and there are many different kinds of probes that you can use with this interface. The conductivity probe is a sensor right here, and then there is a box where you can set the sensitivity, the range. So I have it set at the maximum, which is 20,000 microsiemens. Okay, so right there, you can see it. Okay, so we plug it in, and the machine is going to automatically detect the sensor. You can see it measuring right there, the microsiemens. It's a conductivity probe, but what we're measuring is the salinity in the solution. So it's measuring right now. I'm going to put it in tap water. We're going to measure with tap water. The salinity of this tap water is. Okay, now we want to, since you can see it changing, we want to record, rather than just put it in and measure what it is, we want to measure, we want the probe to take many little measurements. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to duration right here, and I'm going to tell it to take measurements for 30 seconds. So that'll give us a nice range. So 30 seconds. So that's going to give us a more accurate reading than just sticking it in and out. So we're going to say, okay, 30 seconds. And whenever I press play, it's going to start recording. So here it went to the graph mode, and you can see that it's recording. And when it gets to the 30 seconds, it will stop. And if you want to see it as a table mode, in the table view, you can hit the table, and you'll see this results appearing as they're taken. Okay, so you go to meter if you want to see it in numbers. You go to graph if you want to see it as a graph, or you go to table. Okay, so there's my result. So it's pretty even. The salinity hasn't changed obviously in 30 seconds, and it looks like it does, but really if you look at the scale, this is like very small. So it just kind of like magnified the scale. But the average right here is about 4.42 microsiemens per centimeter. So that's how much salinity is in this tap water. And what we're going to compare it to see there's a difference is the salinity in the liquid that comes in a can of olives. So the liquid that the olives are preserved in. So I'm going to switch it, and then I'm going to do another run. So every time you press this play button, it will be a new trial or a new run. You can see it right here. So I'm going to switch it, and I'm going to hit play again. And I'm going to store the results. I want to store these ones, and I'm going to say, okay, right there. So it gets stored. And there's the run 2. It's showing it up there, and it's recording. It's in the can of olives. It's going to go for 30 seconds because I didn't change that. So stayed at 30. All right, and it stopped. And this one is 35,387. And if you go like this and you want to compare both runs, you say all runs. And you can see that down here, the red, all the way at the bottom is the tap water, and all the way at the top is the olive juice, which is obviously salty because they add salt to preserve them longer. So that is the conductivity probe. And you can think about applications in terms of water quality to see how the amount of salt in the water, or the salinity in the soil to see the kind of crops you'd be able to grow depending on the salinity. And you have this the clipboard with the information, the cheat sheet about how to use the interface if you got lost.